So the most important part of the Nothing in Life is Free is the food. You control the food, then we can have some influence over their obedience eventually. So what I do with my dogs is I scoop out their food for the day. Let me turn this around. Scoop out their food for the day. This is what's left of one of my dogs' food for the day. So they eat 2 cups of kibble. So at the beginning of the day, 2 cups of kibble goes in the bowl. Whenever you have time, a couple minutes here and there, you just take a handful of food. You can go do some training, whatever your dog already knows. Cedar, come. Yes, good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. Okay, down. Yes, good dog. Okay, ready? Spin. Yes, down. Roll over. All the way. Good dog. So, does not have to be formal at this point. Does not have to be formal. It can be tricks for fun, whatever you're working on at the time. Good girl, Cedar. You're a good dog. Whatever you're working on at the time. And you do not have to give them 1 kibble each. That would take forever. Sometimes I do 1 kibble at a time. Sometimes I do handfuls of kibble. Doesn't matter. And you're not starving your dogs, guys. So it's not that if they don't, you're not taking away food. If at the end of the day you've had a long day, you're short on time, there's lots of ways you can still get your dog food without just giving it for free. So I've got some different ones here. This is like a dog puzzle. You put kibble in here. They have to learn how to open it, rotate it to get the food out. This is a snuffle mat. So, yes, Quinn, I hear you. So you can load kibble in between all the folds, and then they have to work and sniff and use their nose to get it out. And then, this is really dirty because I used it outside, but this is a slow feeder. You just just do this. Spread her all out. Cedar's up here because she's like, oh, you've got the food toys. Spread it all out and then just give it to them. All it does is slows them down and makes them work a little bit for their food. The other thing that's really good now that the snow is gone, guys, is you can just take whatever's left in your bowl, take your dog outside on a long line, and just sprinkle the food in the grass. I call it feeding the chickens, and then your dog has to use their nose and kind of hunt for their food. So at least they're still working for it. It's better than just giving it to them in a bowl. It'll really improve their work ethic. And if you have a dog that's low food drive, this will increase their food drive. I know we have at least one raw feeder. What I'd recommend is when their food is still frozen, cut it up into a whole bunch of little pieces, and then you can still use their raw to do this. So I know that might seem a little overwhelming to do all those things, but realistically, you only need a few minutes a day to work your dog for their food. So right now, what you're going to do is you're going to put your dog in lockdown, leash, playing, or training, or in a crate. Nothing in life is free. You're going to work them for their food. Try not to give away free affection and access to toys. And that's about as difficult as it's going to get right now. I think within a few days, you're going to see your dog looking to you more for direction and a lot more engagement from your dog. And then you'll realize that it really does work. I promise.